Hello and welcome to An Old Man Plays Masquerada and what I suspect is the final part of the game. It feels like we're moving towards the grand finale at this point. Certainly there was a notice saying, are you sure you want to proceed? Which suggests end game to me. It's taking its time to load. Here we go. So I believe we read that last time. Okay, so it wants us to actually redo all that stuff. Meh. That's annoying. I'm not going through all of this again. We did it last time.
Are you ready, Cicero? There's no going back from this point on.
Yep, that's very much. It's the end of the game.
I understand. I'm ready. Then let us march.
They are coming. You are silent. Do you doubt?
We may have powerful Mascherines, but our numbers. If we had the Barati, if you...
Do not keep your thoughts from me, child.
If you hadn't told me to leave Razatov's laboratory in the Quiet Order untouched, Cicero would have had no leads. If you hadn't told me to send fewer men to the Conoscenza, to the Cleaver, he would have stood no chance. What is your plan for him?
My child, you must accept.
I have followed you unfailingly, unquestioningly. Yet you refuse to show me the answers, even after everything that I have done for you. Why?
My child, my poor child.
I want an answer, not your cold comfort.
You search for peace of mind. The answers and explanations you search for, they will not give it to you. They will only make it worse.
What? What do you mean? Explain yourself!
Yeah, good luck with that. Don't think that the bad guy is going to explain themselves. It's rare. Though many bad guys do, obviously. It's just rarely in their best interests.
This is it. We go in.
Luminary, the other guilds have all made it across. Our troops are awaiting your orders.
Tell them to drop the bridges.
What?
We do not board sinking ships, Jadon. That is the way of fools, not the way of our people.
But they're not going to stand a chance without us, and if they want to cross back here, there'll only be a single bridge left.
Which is why you need to find out as much as you can about this Lucia woman. It would be good to know a little bit more about our future friends. After all, if what she wants is for the city to come together, I'm certain she'll appreciate how much easier we made her job.
I understand. I'll give the order now.
Betrayal! Oh, shock.
We're making good progress.
Don't speak too soon. We need to help the others secure the area, then group up. We don't stand a chance disorganized.
Oh, okay, so we're playing these guys this time, it would appear. Fair enough. I don't know anything about this guy's abilities, mind you, which is a bit odd, but...
Doing well. There aren't nearly as many of them here as I thought there'd be.
They must be on the way.
I hope so. It means our tactic's working.
And it means we've barely begun. You should keep going. Vicario and Seville might need help.
On it.
Rhea!
Well, let's find that guy. And then let's get over here and get both of those guys. Oh, gotta go this way apparently. Okay.
Your troops might not have had much experience in the battlefield, but they fight well.
And yours fight like true soldiers. You've done well with them.
Hopefully it'll be enough.
Sir,
What's wrong?
the Dieci.
Do they need help?
They didn't make it across the bridges.
What? Were they assaulted?
No, sir. They
Speak up, Alencio. What happened?
turned back.
What?
None of them crossed the bridge, sir.
This can't be.
It is. My men reported the same thing.
Then we can't turn back.
Do not speak of turning back yet, Valencio. We still have work to do.
Fabio was right. Knowing the numbers that we're up against, we haven't drawn out as many as we need to.
But even if we do...
Tristan, we prepared for this the moment we left the throne.
We did. This is it then. We go all the way.
All the way.
Loud.
As it should be. The more Dactytes that run to him, the better.
For us, you mean?
Cicero, they know what they're doing. Trust them.
I know. But it's difficult, feeling so helpless.
We must endure it. Brecken, are you keeping track?
We'll be there soon. We're just skirting the aisle and... Hold!
By the moons!
What's going on?
The mask runners. They must have seen us somehow. They're firing at us from above.
No!
What is it?
One of the bubbles! Gone!
That's dozens.
There's nothing we can do.
Yes, there is.
Zelia,
I'm freezing the water around us. It'll buy us some time.
Until what?
Come on, Tristan.
Can I find a bad guy to target? I thought this was a... Oh no, empowers herself, okay. What does this do? What the hell happened there? Oh, I went over that way. All of a sudden.
Let's make them regret it.
God, it's a long run. I'll finish that guy, he's pretty close.
Please.
Valencio, we've cleared out the area.
Of all of them?
There weren't that many.
Again. Something doesn't feel right.
It's a trap!
Until we know what it is, we should keep moving.
Right. To the bridge.
Has it stopped? I believe it has.
Then we need to go. We've wasted enough time.
Thank you, Tristan.
Get behind me.
Actually. This way, down this narrow corridor that couldn't possibly be a trap. Apparently it's not. I assume these guys are telling us the way we're supposed to go, basically.
Brace yourself.
Mostly struggling to find enemies.
That's it.
Seems like it's worked.
No.
For now. We don't know what's happening in the isle itself.
There are so few Mascherines here. Seems the others did their job.
Come on. Let's not waste their efforts.
Waiting for the other shoe to drop. Because this is obviously a trap. Or a scheme,
Something's
anyway.
not right.
Rex?
What is it, Bricken?
The stone. Run!
The bridge. It's cracking.
He's holding it together. We need to go.
Well, let's stop.
Ow!
Let's stop talking about it and do it.
Cicero, we need to get off the bridge.
Damn it!
I was willing to just run.
Watch your flanks.
Can we just maybe leave them and run away? Like, leaving the bridge does actually seem like a much better idea. No, I don't know that it's actually going to let us do that. No. Great. Okay, apparently doing the actual sensible thing and like, you know, just trying to run past everything was not actually what you were supposed to do, so... Seems a bit weird, these guys just standing around. Okay. The game doesn't actually sort of really allow for you to run past stuff there, which, you know, is what it seems to be telling you to do, but no.
No! They were waiting for us. We have to get to the other side. There are troops that haven't made it across.
Valencio, we lost hundreds of troops on that bridge.
Which is why we need to send more to Cicero. How? We'll figure out a way.
Do not be a fool, Valencio. Cicero is by himself from this point on. There's no way any help that we plan to give can reach him.
You don't know that. Portieri, we move!
Valencio! Damn it! Luca! By the light. What?
No! There are too many, Fabio!
Valencio!
What?
Where did they come from?
No. No!
Right, well, you know, they probably came from where everybody else comes from, yeah. Oh, it will.
We were coming. Damn it!
They're not stopping. The Luca and the Laboras are gone, Tristan.
No, but... We have to go forward. Regroup with the troops. Most of the Malacarte are there.
What? That is a lost cause, Valencio.
We can't go back. The Dactytes are thickest there.
But what do you plan to...
Portieri, to the bridge!
Have I got any kind of healing here? So I don't think this set really had much in the way of healing. Where is she? Where is she? To be honest. I don't see her. Well, I don't know where she's gone. Whatever. I mean, are we just dying? Is that what's supposed to happen here? Like, I don't know. Oh no, here they are. They just went over here for some reason. What is his? Nothing very interesting. Okay, got a hit on them there. Play dance? No, just finish this guy off, I think. Apparently they ran way off the screen.
Valencio! How many made it across? Not enough. Most of the Cacciatori and the Sorelli were on that bridge. And the rest of us are here. Damn it!
Tristan, we're in a corner!
No, we're not.
They're coming!
That's not going to hold! He's not meant to. Come with me! Tell Cicero to do me proud. What are you? Take the Portieri with you. He needs all the help he can get. What about you? Someone needs to get you over. Well, I guess this is it.
Let's get to Salt.
Ages. Impossible.
Go! Thank you. Cicero! We're the last of them. Tristan, where is he? I'm sorry, Cicero. No. Tristan!
We don't have time for your man pain.
I always wondered what salting was like.
Tristan! Sing a good song, my friend. Mad or desperate indeed. No! No!
This needs to end. The spire will be ours. We move.
Let's see. Well, I would like to actually use the characters that I picked to do stuff with, given that you just forced me to do an entire section of the game with the opposite.
Harold, Cicero Gavar made it across the cholera. And he's not alone.
What?
The Valencio. He managed to get the troops across. They outnumber us in the spire. We committed too strongly in the Pale Isle. He's headed this way. What should we do?
You are dismissed.
But...
Go. Please. You knew he'd make it this far, didn't you? You didn't just know it. You wanted it. You planned for it. The Barati were destroyed so Cicero would stand a chance. Clues were left behind because you wanted him to get this far.
Obviously.
You needed to bring the city together. So you needed a threat for them to fear. But it couldn't be too weak or the city wouldn't unite against it. And it couldn't be too strong or the city would fall to it. That's your plan, isn't it? For me to die. You planned it all along, hadn't you? Make me the villain so the city could rally behind Cicero's call. You worked everything down to the detail, balanced everything perfectly for this moment. And there I was, believing that I was achieving something greater.
But you have. I told you that the city had to come together. And look at what you've achieved. You did it, my child. But there is a final step. The city needs one last thing. Either a hero or a martyr.
A living beacon of what the city can do, united. Or a martyr, to live on in the hearts of those who survive. You need the city to remember this.
And they will not do so without heroism.
Leave me, please. Cicero. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Tides. Even here as well.
The spire is our goal. We go.
The revelation that the lady has been playing Lucia all along is actually an interesting one. But I can't help but feel like the game would be better if you were put in the Lucia role and then had some way to fix what you'd done. But, you know, like the revelation that Lucia, you know, has been led into a position where she has to face Cicero and probably to be defeated.
Brand's behind it, Cicero. We have to find another way around.
By the night. What was that?
Here they come!
Yeah, I can just see the game being more interesting if...
Blood. What are they? Come on!
I feel like I could get a lot of them there, maybe.
Why won't they stop coming?
Pain. They're being summoned.
Like what happened to Pelov.
It has to be. We need to cut off their source.
And we're going to have to fight our way through.
Well, yes.
Brace yourself.
That's how this... Whoa. I don't really want to be in the midst of all that. That's how this game works, is that you fight. stuff.
All right, we're going to get you out.
Jesus! So the story begins.
Wouldn't it have been more sensible to... I mean, I know, you know, we're the good guys, but it probably would have been a lot more sensible to just kill him. I'm thinking.
It's crumbled through and through, Cicero. We cannot run through it.
The right wing. We can still make it. Come on. What?
Ah! Cicero, go! We'll buy you time.
You're not going to be able to hold them all off by yourself.
He's right. You need help.
No, I can't.
They're right, Cicero. If we can't hold them here, they'll catch up to you, and all will be for naught.
It's not going to hold.
Cicero, you know us best. You need to choose.
The same people I keep picking!
Right. I'll see you when this is over.
It was a good run, my friend. Make sure they sing good songs about me.
Go, Cicero!
Brace yourself.
Justice will blind you.
Alright. If you're just going to keep running away, then I'm going to help my allies kill that one.
Brace yourself. Oh.
Well, he went down fast. So the Fae and the Dactytes are fighting now. Possibly because, you know, that's all part of the lady's plan. And there's only one way forward. And there's another fight. Gosh, yeah. Lots of bad guys fighting one another. Almost makes me wonder why we're getting involved. Please use the power that I just selected. The stun attack's quite frustrating. That pathing glitch is even more frustrating. Well, it's dead. Hey.
Ready yourself.
Another fight. Just for a change, we'll have a fight. This is a bit sloggy, this part. Just monsters after monsters after monsters, but... Missed the exit. Up the stairs, one assumes. Nope, not up the stairs. Not in the door, not up the stairs. Up these stairs. Only these stairs, not the other stairs. Other stairs is no good. Must be getting close to the end, you would think. Yeah. Okay.
Here we are. Hello, Cicero.
Lucia. What happened to you? Don't you see what you've done? How much you've cost the city?
It was quite beautiful while it lasted, though. The colors. Standing beside one another. Fighting. This is the power of faith, Cicero. Of belief. To unite. To give strength. To drive people to do things they never thought they would.
It drove you insane.
It did, didn't it?
Stand down, Lucia. Give me the heart and the seed. You said you wanted the city to come together. At the rate this is going, there'll be no city left. Tell the Dactytes to stand down. The city can still recover if you stop this insanity. Please. It is over.
I'm sorry, Cicero. But there is a final step. The city needs a martyr.
Rough tide's coming.
Or a hero. One guy down. Another guy down. Last guy down. Chase after Lucia. Have to kill all the bunkies on the way, of course.
Justice will blind you.
Not actually any way past it, that way. I apparently can't get at any of these guys right now. Amused by the stuff breaking in the background. Very Escher-esque, this. That was weird. Strange stutter.
The light will cut you down.
I assume that means that there are bad guys that I cannot see. There are bad guys that I cannot see. Please get that. Up the tower. Up the tower, killing lots and lots of dudes. On the plus side, people are quite congested, which means that my area effect works quite well. One of my dogs decided not to actually take part. It's like, yeah, too hard. New chapter reached. Okay, just some places where we can upgrade stuff, yeah. Happy not to bother. Nice that it's there, but happy not to bother.
Lucia! You have said it yourself. We have the same goals. And those goals have been met. Carry this on any further and you risk losing it all. Surrender yourself. Please.
After you die, they will hang me in revenge for your death. But your sacrifice will hold the city together for years to come. You are right that we have the same goals. But we have not achieved them, Cicero. Not yet.
You said you are a woman of faith. Have faith in our people. They do not need this bloodshed to stand together.
You know that is a lie. Only in the fields of red do the colors stand together. You cannot think they would have united any other way. And you cannot think they will stay united any other way. I'm sorry, Cicero. For the light!
I do like how the woman who is voicing Lucia also voiced Commander Shepard, Jennifer Hale, I think it is, also voiced Commander Shepard in the Mass Effect games, but her style of delivery is much more strident in this, much less warm. So I like that, you know, it's recognisably the same person, but it's not the same character. Apparently I'm stuck in the middle of all this. That's great.
Better than this.
Got to get up there at some point. Okay. No, can't reach him. Attack him instead then.
You are not this city's hero, Cicero.
Possibly not.
Goodbye, Cicero.
So she made us a fey and we have to defeat her again, I'm assuming?
By the ages.
Lucia!
Honor will remember you. Come at me!
Yep, we have to defeat her again. She's immune to stun, because of course she is. She's got lots of hit points too, to be fair. Lots and lots of hit points. Is that helping her or something? I don't know. I think it might be. Oh, for goodness sake, are you getting anywhere? Yeah, so it gave her some health back, is what it did. Oh, this is a bit of a long slog to get the hit points down. You actually need to attack, Cicero. Thank you. Oh, she's under 50% hit points now, which is something at least. More bad guys. Where are they? There's one. Okay, that one's gone. Let's rush down here, ignoring them. That's the closest one. What's going on with these guys over here? Don't know if that's actually doing anything to her. Don't really feel like it is. I feel like I'm whittling down hit points very slowly here. Where's she gone now? She's gone over there. That's a pain. Keep spamming attacks, basically. We don't do huge amounts of damage to her, but, you know, slowly whittling her down, I guess. Which is what matters. Down to 10% health, if nothing else, and she's not really doing anything to us. % health, 1%. A hero and a martyr.
No, this cannot be.
Cicero, it is weak. We have to finish it.
No. If you kill it with anything but the knife, it will just return.
Yes, I will return!
It's going to jump.
No!
Cicero!
So, Ombre has its hero.
And its martyr.
As it does, its martyr. I'm so sorry.
Not yet, Kavar. Your work here is not done.
That's a bad ending. You know, like that's just a big honking to be continued. That's a bad ending. Very disappointing as an ending. Maybe this will improve
told me
it.
to find out if you were available. We've got a lot of work to do.
Apologize on my behalf, please. I don't think I'm comfortable leaving him alone yet.
Sure. I'm sure she'll understand. Hero of Umber and all that. Well, I've got 7 other Broncos that I need to visit, so I'll see you at home.
Hopefully.
Cal, it's been a week. Are you sure?
He'll come around. I'm sure.
All right then. See you.
Hero of Umber.
Good morning.
The others, are they?
We made it, Cicero. All of us.
It is a good morning.
How are you feeling?
Honestly, like I'm missing something. The stomach, maybe, or a kidney.
At least it isn't your sense of humor.
Which I suppose is surprising, considering what happened.
You remember?
Quite clearly. The explosion was rather bright. I think it's been burned into my head for eternity. Everything after that, though, I can't say I had the mind for.
You didn't. You were dead. More than dead, in fact. I don't want to describe the scene, but suffice to say, you actually are a kidney short.
What?
It, rolled off the roof. In pieces.
You're kidding.
It's the only thing, I promise.
I was in pieces?
Just part of your midsection. The blade was in you when it exploded, you know.
What happened after that?
There was a glow of light, and your heart started beating again. We rushed to put you back together. The light was still there, and your body mended itself impossibly quickly. And then it left.
The lady?
Amadea thinks so too. Tides, Cicero. There's still so much about them that we don't know. I mean, if they can do something like this...
Another time, Calvin, please. What happened after?
We took control of the artifacts. The battle was won within the morning.
So quickly?
With the knife in the heart, we realized that we could stand against anything. We could shut down branding completely, withstand anything that anyone threw at us. We destroyed the Mascherines that the Dactytes were using and subdued them. Both the Spire and the Pale Isle were reclaimed in just hours.
And the Dactytes, they just allowed themselves to be captured?
Tides, no. It was quite the scene. Jezero spearheaded it all. When the Dactytes found out that Lucia was gone and the artifacts were ours, they were vulnerable. Jezero used that against them, reminded them why they were fighting at all in the first place. For a better life, for freedom. He used the Malacarte as an example, standing beside Semora unoppressed. He told them that they could have that life too, that freedom. The majority of them acceded immediately.
But the casualties on our side...
It's true. Many died in the battle. The Luca and the Labore survived the rout, though. They fought defensively, bought themselves enough time until they could be rescued with the artifacts. Fabio suspects they lost about 1/5 of their forces only.
And the other guilds?
The Sorelle and the Cacciatore were hit the hardest among us. The fighting at the base of the spire didn't last long enough to be too significant. But the bridge...
And Brecken?
Yes, he's gone. The bright side is that, being in charge of the Randaggia, most of the Cacciatore's forces weren't even in the city in the first place. They'll recover.
And your guild?
The Sorelle's the largest guild of them all. Portion-wise, we might have lost the most, but still we outnumbered the others. All in all, considering that the Masquerada were only a fraction of the city's population, and the only severe loss has been that of the Registry and the Portieri, the city is doing well. We can rebuild from this, so long as we don't have any more traitors from within.
The Alta Sintieci. What's happening to them?
Nothing as of now. The Concilio is deciding amongst themselves what to do with them.
Concilio?
Semora's crown has been shattered, Cicero. The whole idea of the Semora, in fact, is beginning to mean little, now that the divide between them and masked runners is disappearing. The Concilio will take their place, but I shouldn't speak too much about them. I'll let Amadea do that.
Amadea?
Yes. She's one of the advisors.
Now that's a story I'd like to hear.
And you'll have the time to now.
That I will. Calden, do you know if the twins are around?
They are, in fact. They wanted to be among the first to see you wake up.
Good. There's somewhere I'd like to go.
Are you sure? I don't think you're in a position to...
It's just a kidney, Calvin. I'll make it. Now, get me out of this bed.
Oh yeah, just a kidney.
All right.
And good riddance.
A funeral pyre? How thoughtful.
Inspectore, you're awake.
Ah, see, I told you it'd come around.
You shouldn't have gone through the effort.
Oh, no, it isn't a pyre, sir. Well, perhaps it is, but it isn't for you. It's for the damned accreditor. Spent all that time studying for nothing, and now the registry's gone.
Neither of you sound the worse for it.
It fed us, sir, but that was about it. If you talk about allegiances of the heart, you know ours belong to you.
Stop. I don't think my heart's ready for such clawing words. How've the two of you been the past week?
Positively annoyed, sir. This new concilio keeps hounding us. They keep saying that they need spokespeople for the Contadani on board, but what are we going to talk about? How to groom horses and fix wheels?
For all you know, that might be exactly what they want.
Oh, really? You actually think so? What?
He doesn't, brother, please. Since you're all dressed up, I assume you didn't come to us just to talk.
I'm afraid not. There's someone else I need to speak to.
Wonderful. A sort of myth riding around the city. Where are we going, sir?
The docks, please.
Off we go then.
It's a longish epilogue.
Eventful your stay's been, hasn't it?
I suppose that's one way to put it. I hope the war didn't cause you too much distress.
Out here? Not even a little. All the action was happening in the deeps of the city. Only thing that people were fighting about here was which tale was the truth. Didn't even feel like a civil war was happening, truth be said.
Good. You can make the trip back with some gossip then.
You sure you don't want to come back with me?
Yes, I'm sure.
Are you sure you're sure?
Yes.
Still hurting, eh?
Not all wounds can be healed so easily, Varro.
Hey. But your worst ones are?
Yes.
Seems like coming back here's done you some good. Well, it seems you've kept your end of the bargain. I won't be making a trip to the pits to wrangle your neck anytime soon. I suppose that's it then. I'd best leave now. A man have never seen me cry, and I tend to keep it that way.
Varro, before I forget,
Yeah?
for my parents. This'll get them through years in the plains.
Ha! The Earl's gonna wet himself when he sees this, I tell ya.
Send my parents my regards, won't you?
Aye. I'll tell them the hero of Umber said hi. Goodbye, Cicero.
Goodbye.
Oh, H's.
Holy, what are you? Calvin told you.
He's going to tell everyone. Tizzy will be here soon.
Tizzy?
Cute, I know.
Calvin was telling me a little about the concilio, but he said I should ask you about it.
The both of us, yes.
So, what is it?
Come on, let's talk along the way.
This is a very long epilogue. But if it gives more closure than the actual game did, that would be good.
It's basically a board of representatives from all the sectors of our society. They've come together to chart a course for the city, including what to do with the artifacts.
Doesn't sound too different from the Crown.
The Crown represented a fraction of Umber. This city's made up mostly of Contadani and Mascherines, so those are the voices that are going to be heard from now on. Jezero's part of it, along with Zelia, Favio and Vicario. We're not sure who else just yet.
The two of you?
I'm just an advisor. We'll be supervising the research into Dementicate history. We're going to try to create more sentient Fae that we can talk to. Hopefully learn more about the past.
and I'm the official translator and ambassador of the modern world. Oli's the de facto ambassador too.
It sounds like you've gotten your tongue back as well.
It's been a week, Cicero. Longer than all the time that I've been with you. Though it certainly doesn't feel that way.
So you're fine?
Not completely. But I've learned how to manage. Oli here's helping me understand salting better as well.
Ages. I'll be honest, waking up in itself is one surprise, but to be greeted with such good news is...
And here. And here. And here. And...
Oh, by the light! I'll do this another time, please. Cicero!
Tiziana! Or should I say magistrate?
Please, Cicero, drop the ranks and let me thank you for extricating me. I never expected the life of a magistrate to be so filled with paper.
What are you signing for exactly?
That squire hunted me down all the way from the Flame Tongue for my signature to commission the Bright Hall.
Sounds fancy.
It's where the main copy of the Bright Chorus will be kept. It's also the prime source of the tedium in my life. Speaking of tedium, where's the mariner? Isn't he the one that called us all here?
He accompanied me to the docks, but ran off after that.
Yes. He said something about meeting Orlana. He should be here.
There he is.
It seems I'm late. I apologize. I've had a few errands to run.
Errands? You're the most free out of all of us now that things have blown over.
Speaking of which, you never told me what's kept you busy this past week.
Just the sailheart. I lead a far less glamorous life compared to our friends here. Not that I'm complaining.
Then what errands have you the right to be running about attending, instead of spending time with us?
This.
What is this?
The songs of Leventhus and Levia.
Calder.
The songstresses are still torn about how to salvage the Hall of Songs now that the singing tree is dead. So in the meantime, she said that you can wear it with you. Always keep them near.
Thank you. They will be remembered.
That's good. Especially once Damien comes around.
Damien? How is he? He wasn't at the infirmary when we left.
We don't know.
What do you mean? Where is he?
That's the thing, Cicero. After the battle at the Spire, when we came back to the throne, he wasn't there.
Ages. And no one saw him?
None. And I don't think any of us are quite equipped with the faculties to find him. But I suppose now that you're up...
I'll have to look into it, but one thing at a time.
And speaking of Orlana and songs, is it true, Calden? Have the songstresses called for the end of the 8th canticle?
I think it's quite clear that the events of the past few days have been enough to end it. Either way, it's been 15 Missouri already.
She's named it as well?
The 8th canticle. Songs and shadows. Songs for the many great people that have perished over the years, and shadows for the darkness that's loomed over the past decade.
Not very cheerful, but fitting, I suppose.
Well, now that we're all here, what should we be doing next?
There is so much. The mural in the Misted Isle spoke of gods still being alive. That's not something we should take lying down, is it?
And of course, there's the issue of another cataclysm.
And the lady.
And the Fae that led my brother. If he could be alive, so might others like him.
So many questions, all worth investigating.
Are you up for it this time, or am I going to have to plead again?
Only if we do it together. All of us.
Orlana's looking after the sailheart.
As magistrate, I have autonomy enough to venture where I please.
I suppose I could afford a day or two to prance around the city with you lot.
And what about you, Cicero?
I did not send the captain of the Emerito away just so that I could stay here for nothing.
Then, what are we waiting for?
Not yet, Kavar. Your work here is not done.
New Game Plus mode unlocked, so you can play it again, learning skills from all 4 elements, reset the skills, new hidden bosses are available. Credible profile? Nah. So that was Masquerada Songs and Shadows. A bit of a limp ending, I thought. You know, like, I'm guessing, you know, the intention was, well, we can do a sequel if the game is successful. But you know what? If your game's successful, people will forgive you making a sequel and finding a reason to continue. You don't need to build it into your first game. Make your first game end really strongly. That's my advice anyway. Anyway, that was Masquerada Songs and Shadows. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back to try something else from my collection in the near future. In the meantime, thanks for watching.